So, Splatoon 3. Yep, this little tweet made a lot of people freak out. And I mean a lot of people. Now, I know I'm kinda late, but I wanted to cover it anyways. And besides, I need content, so I'ma do a really detailed look on all the info to see what things you might have missed in all these reveals. So let's start off with the box art. It looks amazing and awfully similar to Pupu's fan-made box art. Okay, not that much. And even they got a complaint to this before, but anyways. A few days before they revealed, the Canada Gaming Walmart account started hyping out Splatoon 3, and no one actually thought that meant something. But, but April 22nd was the day we got all the info. It started with Nintendo's tweet talking about the release date, but also that Turf War was gonna be in the game, and a little trailer for it. This trailer starts showing the iconic Turf War logo thingy, but also showing a brand new map for the series, I think. But also some player's name, a title you can probably customize, since in Animal Crossing they have the same, and both Splatoon and Animal Crossing are developed by the same people. Then, behind the names, there's a card with backgrounds that everyone can possibly choose, and a number tag, which can lead to two things. The most likely one being that, or either there's a new method of friendlies in Splatoon 3, so they don't add codes, or there's just tags because, I don't know, like those name tags from Mario Maker 2, that didn't make sense also, but that adds the possibility of room codes. But also the less likely possibility is a way to link your Discord to Splatoon. Shoutouts to my friend Auburn for that theory. After the name tag thingy disappears on screen, we can see that two players, when spawning, resemble that split person look that we got shown earlier, and some animations that are different from the rest. Maybe those animations change depending on the weapon or special. Then we see the players deciding where to land, and then we both teams' perspectives. If the weapons are new or not, I can't tell, since I'm gonna be honest, I'm pretty new to the series. When the player gets killed, they actually show the person's name with a tag and everything. But while we are at it, if you actually got this far, that means you liked the video, so consider liking and subscribing, please. It really helps out a lot. Thank you. On one part of the trailer, we get to see one of the new type of weapons, the Stringer. The Nintendo tweet also mentions this, saying it can fire up ink either horizontally or vertically depending on if you're standing or jumping, and it just needs the CR button to start shooting. We also see one of the weapons of that type, the Tri-Stringer, that releases 3 shots in different directions, and that has some charged shots that just straight up explode. We also got this cute spinning animation. Then, one day after, we got some tweets showing the information about the ink bag, which is just a vacuum. Which, as Nintendo UK says, the ink bag is equipped with massive nozzle capable of inhaling the ink from an enemy attack and sending it back via powerful counterattack. The more attacks it inhales, the more powerful the ink bag becomes. Basically, it's a weapon that instead of firing down splat attacks, it sucks the ink and then throws a giant attack back at the enemy. They also had this cute spinning animation. But back to the trailer, we get to see again that squid human special called Zipcaster that lets you climb onto things on a timer, and when that timer ends, you get back to where you started using this special. After that, we get to see the new crab robot special called the Crab Tank that can shoot 2 normal shots and a charged one. This special can also roll for movement. After we see the crab, it's a new special turn called Alolaways that has 6 little speakers that shoot 1 laser each to attack the enemy. Then we get a new special that hasn't had its name revealed, and to my and the Splatoon Wiki's knowledge. And also, thank you so much to all the people that are working on that stuff, because I'm getting a lot of information from there, and otherwise I would be completely lost. Which just consists in shooting 3 ink strikes. Then we get to see for a few seconds the Big Bubbler, which is a barrier shield that can block any ink or bombs that might get in there. Almost immediately after that, we get to see a player having another new special called the Trizuka, that isn't charged when we get to see it, so yeah. But the attack consists in throwing 3 big masses of ink that can pass through players. Then the match ends and the yellow team wins, and that leads to a winning screen, really full of stickers and custom animations of each of the team members depending on the weapon you carry, and the cards with the names and tags. After that, the trailer ends, but we still have something we haven't covered yet. That's right, my favorite part of every game, the customizations option. First, the hairstyle. We have seen only 8 new hairstyles options that I'm gonna put on screen right now. And looking at the hairstyles, the oxaling one seems definitely the ones I like the most. But actually, as Twitter user, sorry if I said that wrong, points out, there might be genderless customization, just like Animal Crossing, which again have the same depths. Because of one of the hairstyles, a female character is using on the picture Nintendo shares. For the clothes, we can see some new styles having, literally quoting Nintendo, experimental new designs. Those patterns seem to have a lot of colors and patterns that definitely goes with all that colorful vibe from the winning screen. And following that no rules aesthetic Nintendo mentions, and that was probably because of the Splatoon 2 last Splatfest Chaos vs Order that they did, in which Chaos won. Aw, I would have liked to see some modern and aesthetic code. Nintendo also mentions the brand Fracon offering vintage shirts and hoodies. Also, from a tweet from Nintendo Japan, we got to see some new dope Alola and Squid outfits called Dancing Squid Aloha and Prep Octopus Aloha based on what the Google Translator figured out. And the one other thing that isn't about Splatoon 3 is that Nintendo is adding the Octo expansion from Splatoon 2 to the online expansion pack. But that's all I got to see. Tell me in the comments what are you excited to see, or even if you managed to find something I didn't. Well, anyways, thank you all for watching. Remember to comment, like, subscribe, all of that stuff. And bye!